class. Today we are going to discuss a grammar topic which is verb. First of all, I introduce myself. My name is Sujal and I'm your new English teacher. So let's start without wasting our time. We all know the definition of verb. The verb is a doing word. But you know that is not the enough definition of verb. Actually, verb is not only a doing word. Sometimes shows the verb expresses the existence. Sometimes it expresses the feelings. Sometimes it expresses the okay. Sometimes it expresses the action. Okay. We will clear everything in detail. Just okay. So verb is not only a doing word. Sometimes it expresses existence. Sometimes it expresses feelings, and sometimes it expresses action. Okay. Okay. So let us understand all these things with some examples. Like Ram kicked the ball. Okay. Okay. I feel sorry. And third, okay, Asoka was a great king. Okay. Ram kicked the ball. Here Ram is doing some action. You know, whenever you kick something, it means that you are doing an action. So here our subject Ram is kicking the ball. So this word shows the action which is taken by our subject Ram. Okay. In the next line, feel. I feel sorry. Here the verb feel is a verb. Okay, and it is telling about the subject, what the subject is feeling. Okay, so this is also V1, but this verb is showing the feelings. Okay, now Asoka was a great king. Here was is also a verb which is main verb. Okay, all these words are main verbs. Okay, so Asoka was a great king. Here was is showing the existence of the great king Asoka. Okay, existence. So we can say that the verb is not only a doing word. Sometimes it shows action. Sometimes it shows action. Sometimes it shows feelings, and sometimes it shows existence. Okay. Okay. So as we understand that verb is not only a doing word, the verb is a word that expresses some action, feeling, or existence, and it also tells us something about the subject. Okay, so it is. I think it is clear to you. So whatever the verb we used in those sentences, like the boy kicked the ball. Okay, I feel sorry, and Asoka was a great king. All those verbs, kicked, feel, and was, were main verbs. Okay, so now we are going to understand how many types of verbs are there. Okay, so there are only two verbs. First is the main verb, and second is the helping verb. Okay, so main verb is also known as finite verbs, full verbs. It means main verb is also known as finite verbs, main verb is also known as full verbs, and main verb is also known as principal verb, and it is also known as lexical verb. Okay, so I think you will not be confused with this word lexical. It means main verb. Okay, and the second is helping verb. Helping verb is also known as auxiliary verb. Okay, we will discuss everything, all these things, what are main verbs, how many kinds of main verbs, and what are helping verbs, how it is used in a sentence. Okay, so so as we understand that there are only two types of verb. First is main verb and the second is auxiliary verb. Okay, in auxiliary verb there are two types of verbs. First is primary auxiliary verb and the second is modal auxiliary verb. Okay, so let us understand the primary auxiliary verbs. In primary auxiliary verbs there is verb to be, verb to do, and verb to have. Some of you should know that in verb to be, is, am, are, was, were is known as verb to be. Okay, and do, does, did is known as verb to do. Has, have, had is known as verb to have. Okay, so in verb to be, is, am, are, was, were, do, does, did known as verb to do, and has, have, had known as verb to have. Now let us see the modal verbs. Can, could, may, might, shall, should, will, would, must, ought to, need, dare, used to. These are known as modal auxiliary verbs. Okay, so we will discuss each and every modal auxiliary verbs, their uses in our next class. Okay, so you can write these things. So it must be clear to you that in auxiliary verbs there are mainly two auxiliary verbs. The first is primary auxiliary and the second is modal auxiliary. Okay, now we will look at the main verbs. Okay, there are only two types of main verbs. The first is finite verb and the second is non-finite verb. Okay, so if we take the definition of finite verbs, we can say that verbs, finite verbs change their forms according to the person and number of the subject and the tense. Okay, finite verbs change their forms according to the person and number of the sentence. Okay, finite verbs can change their finite verbs. These are verbs: read, reads, goes, go. These are verbs. And look at this. This verb is changing according to the number of the subject. Okay, this is first person singular number, it takes read, and this is third person singular number and it always takes s or es with it, with the verb. Okay, so we can say that finite verbs can change their forms according to the number and person of the subject. Now look at this. C goes, C is also the third person singular number, so it takes es with the verb. Okay, now they go. Okay, now finite verb may be clear to you. Now look at the non-finite verbs. Non-finite verbs, infinitives and gerunds comes under non-finite verbs. Okay, infinitives, you would have learned about the infinitives in your previous class. Let us remind you all. Infinitives, for example, this is the example of infinitive. I want to go. Okay, go is a verb, but before this there is a preposition to, and together it forms infinitives. Okay, so every infinitive is written as to go, to want, to eat. Okay, etc, etc. So in before every verb there is a preposition to in infinitives. Okay, now gerunds. Gerunds, it means swimming is good for health. Here the word swim is a verb, but it takes ing with it, so it becomes swimming. Now it is the subject of this sentence, and subject is always noun or pronoun. So this verb swimming is our subject, and subject is always noun and pronoun. So we can say that swimming is the noun of this sentence. Okay, and the verb which is acting like noun in a sentence is known as gerund. The verb which acts like noun in a sentence is known as gerunds. Okay, so I hope everything is clear to you, whatever I taught. Okay, and we will discuss the uses of main verbs and auxiliary verb, okay, in our next class. Please stay tuned. Have a good day to all of you.